Hey, it's Edge here, and on today's video we are looking at Dash. This Dash chart is from Kraken, as it had most price data back here. Now this chart goes all the way back to February 2014, which makes it a really old crypto compared to the new ones. Now, before we chart more, I wanted to show you some of the drops that Dash has had. This drop here was 97, almost 98%. This current one from half lower, 84%. On non-logarithmic scale, it looks like this. We're gonna stick to log so we can make sense of the Elliott Wave counts. Currently, we have these kind of levels that we're dealing with. We are here stuck around this area on the weekly as a resistance. Here is one daily, currently battling around this zone where we have a support and resistance from the past here. Another wick here, another wick here. This could be also placed a bit higher to include all this price action. Another daily down below here around that 104 area, that could be some kind of support as it hasn't been tested yet. If that breaks, we have monthly around at 94 and a weekly at around 85. If those are broken again, it looks pretty bearish already, but we'll get into that bit in just a moment with the Elliott Wave counts. So overall, most price data is with the current area where we are at now. This volume profile shows that we're just above the point of control almost, basically just above the lows that we had around February, and the moving averages, we are below the 250. We're actually below all of them now, so this is looking pretty bearish. So I've marked this high here, the all-time high, as one of cycle in Elliott Wave terms, and now we're going to have a look at a couple of different ways that we can interpret this price action that we're currently dealing with. So this one is the first one. This is a bullish scenario that we are doing this 1-2 on primary. Whether it's done now, it definitely could be. For the rise here, I've just labeled this as 1-2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the first of primary. Down here, I labeled this as ABC, a zigzag with an ending diagonal. We don't need these, just messing up the chart. And that brings us to the low point here. So if we want to be bullish again, this is how we get off of the lows while being a bull. We are making this as 1-2, 1-2, or if that is not the case, we could be doing some kind of a one here, and this would be some kind of weird 2, I don't know, but most likely either one is right here and we've created this expanded flat into 2, or one is up here and we've just created a zigzag here. In any case, we are looking for the third wave here. We see that we've hit the 1.618 here for the third wave as usual. Currently we've been climbing down, and this massive throw here is definitely impulsive. If it's over, we can call this a wave 4, with this being some kind of a large ABC. The ABC again is like so, and it doesn't really look good. But if it's not over, and we invalidate this count, invalidation is at 105.5 when the count, or when the price action hits the top of wave 1 here. If that is the case, then I really don't see this being bullish, and doesn't look like we would have any kind of chance of going higher. Most likely this all is some kind of ABC that we would be climbing higher with, or currently now down. Then let's check out another count that is bearish from the all-time highs. Let's see. Yep. So this is one possibility, that we have had a WX, and now we would be creating a Y wave. These targets here are just to show you where it could go. If we are climbing higher correctively, this would be the A, B and C into the B of minor before we start heading down for C. Now if this is a C wave, we would see 5 waves here. I've just had it labeled as 3 waves, but we will see what happens. This is of course dependent on how much we would be correcting above this current price, and if we are indeed getting to this 854 retracement around $370, and at that point we can call it a B wave. Before it's an X wave, and we would be correcting downwards with 3 waves instead of this 5 waves that we have here. Now that is one possibility, and another bearish count. Let's put this guy here, and this one here as well. Too many alerts coming through. Another possibility would be the same idea of having WX, and the Y wave being currently done is that we just created the AB, and we would be creating 5 waves down, and this whole structure would be a 535, which is a zigzag. Now if this is indeed just a wave 1, we would be expecting a pullback up higher correctively into around this golden pocket, around 180. The lowest that I could get or expect is this 148, as it is the 50% of retracement for this move. At that point we could be looking for lower targets, depending on how high this current price goes. If it goes to the golden pocket, we could be expecting the 1.618 extension here, all the way down to around $21. Without looking too much into the wave structure of this count, overall with the intermediate calculations we can see that the 0.618 extension is around $42, and the 1-to-1 extension is around $9. This is a massive gap here, but that's just the way things go with the logarithmic chart. Instead of using these numbers, we should be looking into this wave count that would be presenting itself on the smaller time frame. Again, I would be setting my alert here to this 0.5 area to look for what kind of wave structure this has built if we ever come up to this point. Now, if we do not come up to this point, we would be still correcting more downwards. Then we could be looking into something else. Possibly this wave 2 has still a lot to go, and the invalidation for the bull count is all the way down here around 33.9. If this is indeed the AB, and this is not the diagonal, we could be looking for a nested pattern of 1 2 1 2 1 2, but that is really unlikely as we already have some kind of pullback upwards. We could use some kind of a parallel channel here to see some kind of structure into this area. Now we've already came down and broken this area that we had, this downwards movement, but we didn't really backtest it further down. We backtested it basically on the line that we crossed it, or basically just sat around that area until the time allowed us to make this pump up. But yeah, those are the outlooks. I'm interested on one at the moment, if this breaks again or if we are heading lower. But yeah, I think those are the views I wanted to share to you today, and if you have another coin you would like me to analyze, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.